Getting that harder away, studying T. Back with another EP. And today I'm here for a good time, not a long time. And boy, are we here for a good time today. We got some fighting words being traded between David Morrell and David Benavidez. David Benavidez just had a fight this past weekend, versus David Lemieux. And in the post-fight interview, they asked him, the reporter asked him about three fighters. He said David Morrell Jr., Caleb Plant, and Charlo. And David Benavidez had some choice words. What's good, D Free? Appreciate you sliding through this, John D Free. Glad you can make it. Shout out my guy Ghost. Appreciate you sliding through this, John Ghost. Glad you can make it. And David Benavidez, had some choice words, for the three people in mention David Morrell Jr., Charlo, and Caleb Plant. What David Benavidez said is now he didn't call anybody name directly, but when the reporter asked him about him, he said, those bitches know what's up. You know what I mean? Those are his exact words. He said, those bitches know what's up. You know what I mean? When y'all come in, y'all do your boy a favor. Y'all hit that like button for your boy when y'all roll on in. Greatly appreciate it. Greatly appreciate it. Y'all hit that like button for your boy. But yeah, he said, those bitches know what's up. What's good, Opulent? Appreciate you sliding through this, John Opulent. What's good, Yoda? Shout out my guy, Yoda. Appreciate you sliding through this, John. Yoda Wise. Great live yesterday, Yoda. Y'all do your boy a favor when y'all come on in, hit that like button for your boy. Yeah, but David Morrell himself, has some choice words, and he has some extremely choice words. I'm gonna give you the short version, and then I'm gonna give you the raw version. Short, and what he said was David Morrell Jr. said, I ain't no bitch, you know what I mean. And after my next fight, I'm gonna come prove it to you, you know what I mean. But exactly what he said was, he said, I ain't no bitch, and I'm going to come prove it to you, and I'm going to make you my bitch. That's what David Morrell Jr. had to say in return to David Benavidez, who was good, H. I. Young. Appreciate you sliding through this, H. I. Young. Y'all do your boy a favor when y'all roll on in. Hit that like button for your boy. But that's what David Morrell Jr. had to say in return to David Benavidez's remarks, after his post fight. You know what I mean? And I talked to Samson personally, you know what I mean, on the voice call. It was like me and 10 other people, like in the meeting, like in the group meeting call. We all were asking them questions. Samson is David Benavidez's, and Samson is David Benavidez's, and Samson is David Morrell Jr.'s manager. So he manages both fighters. You know what I mean? Does Samson. And Samson said, I asked Samson, did he see, who did he see David Benavidez fight next? You know what I mean? What's good, Grease with Fire? Appreciate you sliding through this junk. Grease with Fire. Y'all do your boy a favor. Y'all roll on in, hit that like button. What's good, Cunna Loco? Appreciate you sliding through this junk, Cunna Loco. Glad you can make it. And he asked well, actually, let me take a step back for a second. Previous to this, David Morrell Jr. said, you see how it's funny that David Benavidez, never says my name. And now, true enough, David Benavidez still hasn't said David Morrell's name directly. But when asked about David Morrell Jr., David Benavidez said he open to fighting. And then David Morrell Jr. came out and said this, like, I ain't no bitch. And at the end of after my fight, I'm going to prove it to you. You know what I mean? He said other words also. He said, after my fight, I'm gonna prove it to you, and I'm gonna make you my bitch. You know what I mean? I'm gonna read what David Morrell, had to say bar for bar. He said, I ain't no bitch, and you're going to find out. He said, David Morrell, who holds the WBA regular title, I am from Cuba, and I'm not afraid to fight you. I have been bigger and better fighters than you. So right after this fight, I'm coming up, and I'm coming to get your ass ready. David Morrell and David Benavidez are on a head-on collision to bring fans at war. Both fighters have now addressed interest in making this fight happen. You know what I mean? David Morrell Jr. is scheduled to put his WBA title on the line, 12-round bout against Calvin Henderson, 15-1, with 11 KOs on Showtime June 4th. That's the Stephen Fulton card. David Morrell Jr. will be fighting on. By the way, I have business to handle June 4th against Henderson, a fight I'm taking very seriously. said Morrell. After that, I'm on the hunt for Benavidez's head. There's no bitch in me, and after my fight, I'm going to make you my bitch. No need to talk anymore. I'm going to show you better than I can tell you. See you soon, bitch. So we got David Morrell Jr. We got David Morrell Jr. and we got David Morrell Jr. and we got goddamn David Benavidez, trading wars, trading barbs, and this shit sound like it's heating up, man. It sounding real, getting between these guys, you know what I mean? I'm all for it. I like to see fighters fight, fighters that want to fight them. Y'all do your boy a favor, y'all roll on in. Hit that like button for your boy. We here for a good time, not a long time, you know what I mean? So, let YouTube know you fucking with your boy. Greatly appreciate it. But hell yeah, I like to see fighters fight fighters that want to fight them. And David Benavidez has expressed interest in fighting David Morrell Jr. David Morrell Jr. has expressed interest in fighting David Benavidez. You know what I mean? So you got David Benavidez, saying them bitches know what's up. You got David Morrell Jr. said, ain't no bitch in me. You got him saying, I'm going to show you who the bitch is. And you got him saying, I'm going to make you my bitch. You know what I mean? So, yes, this is the type of energy I like. 2022. You mean to tell me we can get David Benavidez versus David Morrell Jr.? David Morrell Jr. got a fight coming up early next month. David Benavidez just had a fight. They're both on PBC and they're both managed by the same person. This is a fight that very well can and it should happen. Both fighters. I don't want to hear, David, Benavidez got a fight. I don't want to hear Morrell got a fight. Both fighters seem ready. Grease with fire said that Benavidez, aka Michael Myers, going to stalk and smash his ace. You know what I mean? Because I feel like Dave Morrell got an excellent chance. You got some people who feel like Dave Benavidez gonna stop him. You got you got fans on both sides. You know what I mean? A good fight. This is a good stylistic fight. You know what I mean? Dave Benavidez coming off a win against David Lemieux. David Morrell Jr. is coming off a win against Alonces Fox, and he got a fight coming up. June 4th. We got both fighters. You got both fighters who seem to be at least vocally interested in the fight. So I'm looking forward. This is a subject that I've been following, especially the David Benavidez, Charlo, David Morrell, Canelo, Bivol, Baterviev, Joe Smith. That whole little middleweight, light heavyweight little collision. Thing we got going on because Canelo move up and down, fight this person, fight that person. So I've been keeping an eye on this, and this is just another sweepstakes from it. Dave Morrell Jr. is the WBA 168 regular title holder. You know what I mean? David Morrell Jr. is the WBC interim championship title holder. David Morrell Jr. technically is the WBA, champion, right now. Even, with the news breaking that Canelo Alvarez has been granted, franchise status in the WBC. I mean, so David Benavidez, right now he's just an interim champion, but for what it's worth, he very well, maybe the champion, right under our noses, you know what I mean? So David Morrell versus David Benavidez got high stakes on it. You got the WBA regular champion, and you got David Benavidez, who's a WBC interim champion, or the WBC, outright champion, depending on what happens next. You know what I mean? Type deal. Actually, type deal with Canelo. You know what I mean? He said, what's good, Demetrius Bright? Appreciate you sliding through this, John P. I'm glad I can make it. Y'all do your boy a favor. Hit that like button when you roll in again. I'm here for a good time, not a long time. I'm going to read y'all again what David Morrell Jr. said because I want y'all to hear it. And I want y'all to really hear exactly what he said, bar for bar. Bar for bar, I want y'all to hear what David Morrell Jr. said. Now, we all know what David Benavidez said after his fight with David Lemieux. The reporter asked him, he asked him, Charlo, Caleb Plant, David Morrell Jr., what you got to say about him? He said, those bitches know what's up. David Morrell Jr. said 2 weeks ago, David Benavidez never says my name. And this is what David Morrell Jr. had to say in regards to David Benavidez's comments after his fight, and which was these bitches know what's up. He said, I ain't no bitch, and you're going to find out. I ain't afraid to fight you. I'm from Cuba. I've beaten bigger and better fighters than you. So right after this fight, I'm coming up to get your ass. He said, for right after this fight I got coming up, get your ass ready. You know what I mean? And David Morrell also said, I have business to handle June 4th. versus Henderson, which I'm taking very seriously. But after that, I'm on the hunt for David Benavidez's head. There is no bitch in me, and after my fight, I'm going to make you my bitch. Now, where I'm from, when a person say I'm gonna make you my bitch, and where I'm from, I ain't even gotta tell y'all what the hell that mean. Y'all know what that mean. It probably mean the same thing where y'all from. I'm gonna make you my bitch. Y'all know what that mean. He said, no need to talk anymore. I'm gonna show you better than I can tell you. See you soon, bitch. Ooh, so we got David Benavidez and David Morrell talking grimy. You know what I mean? This is what I like. You know what I mean? Real beef, real problems, real smoke. Same division smoke. You know what I mean? Big dog versus big dog. You know what I mean? Dave Morrell Jr. fights at 168. Benavidez fights at 168. They both on PBC and they both got the same manager. So this is a fight, that I'm looking forward to. You know what I mean? So this I'll be on the lookout for after Dave Morrell Jr. Fight coming up. Is way to be seen. But this is something for us to keep our eyes out on. This is a fight that, I want to see. Two guys who want to fight each other. Two young guys in their prime. Let's make it happen, man. 168 division, 168 pound division, has a potential, to be one of the better divisions. We can get, just those guys to fight each other. We can get the right pieces moving up into that joint. You know what I mean? But that's all I got on this one. As I told you, I'm here for a good time, not a long time. Skin the heart away, certainty. This ain't the past. This ain't the future. But this the present. That's how we rocking. And I'm out. Love, what's good, Damon, man? Appreciate you sliding through this, John Damon, man. Let me holler at all my people that came through that's in the building. Shout out to my guy, boxing matchups and Dwayne Freeman. Appreciate you sliding through this, John Dwayne. Shout out to my guy, Ghost. What's good, Ghost? Glad you could make it. Shout out to my guy, Opulent LD. What's good? Opulent, glad you could make it, pimp. Shout out my guy, Yoda Wise. Crush was good. Yoda Wise. Appreciate you coming through this, John King. H. Young was good, pimp. Appreciate you sliding through this, John H. Grease with Fire was good, player. Appreciate you sliding through this, John. Grease with Fire. Yeah. That's everybody. Demetrius Bright was good, pimp. Appreciate you sliding through this, John. Demetrius Bright. Y'all do your boy a favor. Najee, you snuck in this, John. Najee. Y'all do your boy a favor. Hit that like button for your boy when y'all roll on in. Before y'all roll on out, hit that like button. But yes, David Benavidez. What's good, Syreek? Appreciate you sliding through this, John. Syreek. Y'all do your boy a favor. Hit that like button when y'all slide in. But yes, David Morrell had this to say to David Benavidez Jr. He said, he said, I'm here. Ain't no bitch in me. And after my next fight, we go fight. Then I'm going to show you who the bitch is. And I'm going to make you my bitch. You know what I mean? So this is something for us to be on the lookout. This is one of the fights, that I've been calling for myself. You know what I mean? Because Dave Benavidez said he had no problem fighting Morrell. And they're both in the same division. They're both with the PBC. They both got the same manager. So, this is something that very well, could happen that should happen, next. And now we got both fighters agreeing to fight, saying that they'll fight each other next. So, I'm interested to see how it unfolds, and I got my eyes on it. But yeah, I'm finna get the fuck up out of here. Shout out to my guy Jay Gibson sliding through this joint. Appreciate you sliding through this joint. Jay Gibson, my guy Just Do. What's good, Just Do? If y'all ain't heard what Dave Morrell Jr. had to say, I'm finna read exactly what Dave Morrell Jr. had to say again one more time before I get up out of here, y'all. As long as this video can be, it's 15 minutes, y'all. So I got a minute and a half left. Let me read what y'all said. Dave Morrell Jr. said, I ain't no bitch, and you're going to find out. Dave Morrell Jr. said, I'm from Cuba. I'm not afraid to fight you. I've beaten bigger and better fighters than you. So right after my fight that's coming up, get your ass ready. You know what I mean? And then David Morrell Jr. said, I have business to handle June 4th against Henderson, and it's a fight that I'm taking very seriously. But after that, I'm on the hunt for David Benavidez's head. There's no bitch in me, and after my fight, I'm going to make you my bitch. No need to talk anymore. I'm going to show you better than I can tell you. See you soon, bitch. You know what I mean? So that's what David Morrell Jr. had to say. Take it, let's see what comes from it. But that's how I like I'm finna get the fuck up out here. Skin hard away, Southern T. This ain't the past, this ain't the future, but this the present. That's how we rocking, and I'm out. Love.